People are led into these areas to assure that they can get in. It might take a little time, but then also how everything has come off so well without a hitch.
Again, it was almost prophetic because so much of the reconfiguration of the square and Via della Conciliazione was done for the Jubilee, but it served very well for the funeral, and now for the new Pope.
Yeah, the city has done all these works projects also to help traffic flow well through the area. And here we have,
it
looks like, let's see here. That was Cardinal Schönborn, was
it?
That's right. Yes. Okay.
And you can hear the helicopters. You
yes.
can hear them in the square now.
Yeah.
So it's getting louder and more apparent that there's people from all over, and everyone's getting images of the square.
And I think the security forces trying to keep the peace.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed also they blocked some of the roads leading to so that people are running across the roads, you know. So
you gotta keep them safe too.
You better keep them safe, right, Kelsey?
Well, and so one of our colleagues, Lisa Zangarini, she did a lot of research on why we have done this. Out of the 266 now, 267, only 129 have actually chosen a new name, which I never realized.
It was much later before the new name, was put into practice.
There you go. Yeah. And that was John the 12th, Pope John the 12th, and only during that time from 955 to today, it's only 2 other people that have not taken new names, which is interesting.
Very interesting. Yes.
So we've gone from the smoke watch and warning now to the Pope watch.
Yes.
Vatican officials, in fact, before.
TJ, I just also wanted.
As well as the mayor of Rome is out there.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Gualtieri. That's right. For the result, was it Cardinal Casper, right? Christian Unity result.
That's right.
In
Casper,
Casper, and then.
I was going to say that it's been interesting also from the time the Holy Father Pope Francis died, how the liturgies have been moving and preparing the people.
Yes.
Even yesterday's Mass, just, the prayers, we implore to you the gospel truth. This is in the collect and in the closing prayers.
Yes.
So this conclave liturgy is also very elaborate and very moving and preparing the people. So it's not just like this is just a successor to Francis. This is actually, a transformation. This is going to be Peter now, who is going to be taking office.
That's right. Cardinal Ray said that in his homily, didn't he?
He did.
He's been such a during this time too, Cardinal Ray.
He's incredible.
92 years old, full of helping us live through this whole ordeal.
Very inspiring. At 92 years.
Yes, 92 years old.
Yes. Amazing.
Yeah, inspiration indeed, and then his energy, and also animated as well, in delivering, giving his homilies as well with passion. So I'm always impressed. But So here we are. All right, we got this flag.
Someone is just asking me on the phone, do we have the name yet? No,
Yes.
We will learn with all of you.
We're all like everyone else.
It must be hard for those cardinals out there now,
right.
because I'm sure, they're not allowed to tell us.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
Wow.
Mom's the word.
Mom is the word. And we're just waiting for the appearance. Pope Watch is on high alert.
That's right.
ሰላም ወሰናይ ዝኸበርኩም ተኸታተልቲ መንገዲ እግዚአብሔር ከምዚ ኣብዚ ላይፍ ንሪኦ ዘለና ሎሚ ቤተክርስትያን ሓድሽ ጳጳስ ርእሰ ሊቃነ ጳጳሳት ተዋሂቡዋ ኣሎ እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን እቲ ልዕሊ ኩሉ ንቤተክርስትያን ዝሓሊ እግዚአብሔር ሎሚ ንቤተክርስትያንና ዝኸውን ሓድሽ ጳጳስ ርእሰ ሊቃነ ጳጳሳት ተዋሂብና ኣለና ነቲ ዝርዝሩ መን እዩ ገለ ንዝብል ኣብ ቀጻሊ ዝዝርጋሕ ኮይኑ ብሓፈሻ ግን ነቲ ኣብኡ ብጸሎት ጸኒዑ ዝነበረ ኩሎም ምእመናን እውን ብጸሎት ክጽበይዎ ዝጸንሑ ርእሰ ሊቃነ ጳጳሳት እግዚአብሔር ይሁንና ኣሎ እግዚአብሔር ዝተመስገነ ይሁን በዛ አጋጣሚ ቁርብ ናይ ምስጋና ብምባሌ ላይፍ ኣትየ ኣብ ሓፂር ግዜ እግዚአብሔር ናይ ብሓቂ ንቤተክርስትያን ማዕረኽ እንደይ ሓሊሉላ ከም ዘሎ ማዕረኽ እንደይ ተዳልዩ የዳልዋ ከም ዘሎ ዘርኢ ነገር እዩ ኣብ ሓፂር ግዜ ርእሰ ሊቃነ ጳጳሳት ተዋሂብና ኣለና ኣብ ዝቕፅል ከዓኒ እግዚአብሔር ንኩላህና ዝኸውን ናይ ብሓቂ ከምቲ ንሱ ዝደልዮ ከም ዳዊት ከም ልበይ ዝብሎ ዳዊት ንሱ ዝደልዮ መራሒ ጓሳ ከም ዝሃበና ኢና ንኣምን እግዚአብሔር ዝተመስገነ ይኹን ደጊምና እውን ሕጂ ኩላህና ከዓኒ በዚ ዝተረኸበ ነገራት ከነመስግን ኩላህና ኣብ ገገዛና ኣብዚ ዘለና እውን ከነመስግን ጽቡቕ ነገር እዩ እግዚአብሔር ረዲኡና እዩ እግዚአብሔር ሰናይ ነገር ገይሩልና እዩ ኩላትኩም እውን ኣብዚ ናይ ምስጋና ጽሑፍ ትጽሕፉ ኣለኹም ስለዚ እግዚአብሔር ከነመስግን ግድነት እዩ ኩላትኩም ኣብዚ ኣቲኹም ትከታተሉ ዘለኹም እውን በዚ ኣጋጣሚ የመስግነኩም ልክዕ ትማሊ ጀሚሩ ነይሩ እቲ ናይ ዕፁ ጉባኤ ትማሊ ከዓ ኣጋጣሚ ናይ ምሸት ከምዚ ሕጂ ንከታተሎ ነርና ጸሊም ትኪ መፅኡ ማለት እዩ ሎሚ ግን ጻዕዳ ትኪ ብምምፃእ እቲ ናይ ሓጎስ ብስራት ኣበሲሮምና ኣለዉ ማለት እዩ ኩላህና ከዓ ሎሚ መዓልቲ ናይ ምስጋና መዓልቲ ማለት እዩ ስለዚ ከነመስግን በዚ ኣጋጣሚ ላበወኩም የቀኒየለይ ሰላም ወሰናይ
Okay, there's movement. Okay.
Yes, there is movement.
Here we go.
The white curtains are behind the glass door. Now the doors are behind Monique Momberti.
He's smiling.
He's smiling. He will give us the announcement. Here we are.
Suspense.
Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum. Habemus papam. Eminentissimum, ac reverendissimum Dominum. Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Rost, qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem decimum quartum.
In the name of, and he spent most of his ministry in Latin America. America, in Peru, and also in Paraguay. And he's an Augustinian father. He was the provincial in Latin America, and then became the Bishop of Chiclayo in Peru. And he then is also he became the Superior General of the Augustinian Fathers as well. He's now he's been the prefect of the dicastery for bishops.
We see the cardinal electors there appearing on the balcony there as well, with this joy and their smiles on their face.
A great joy indeed. And well, it wasn't one of those papagiles, so to say. What a great joy.
It's a wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a historic moment.
For sure. Truly, truly historic.
And you can see all the cardinals on the different
Yes,
balconies there. For our radio listeners, you may not be able to see this, of course, but they're appearing on all the balconies to the left and right of the central balcony. There, all of them clearly standing out with their red vestments and smiles, and
waiting to again for all of us to greet this new pope as well.
To greet the new pope,
which now we know his name.
in Chicago, Illinois, in the United States.
Wow. And so, as we said before, you saw all the flags and everything out in the square, and now all the Americans are holding their flags.
Indeed. It's a historic moment. Who would have imagined?
Too, I'm sure.
It's-
He spent
that's
most of his ministry in Peru.
Yeah, and it's
and
Exactly.
of the evangelization
Mhm.
mission of the church.
the priority, yeah. So you can see still they're like little pockets of red where all the
Yes.
cardinals are standing on the
Yeah.
balconies.
From our Vati drone footage, and seeing it from above there. It's a unique view perched above in front of the facade and looking down at them as they're on the balconies there, awaiting now as the new Pope, as we mentioned there, Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, and Pope Leo
14.
the 14th.
Pope Leo the
Pope
Fourth.
Leo
Yes.
the 14th.
Leo the 13th was the great social reforming pope
Mhm.
for us.
Leo the
So,
Great.
Okay, so still fairly recent in the
Yes,
grand scheme
yes.
of
Was
things.
Pope Leo the one with Rerum Novarum
yes, exactly.
There you go,
And
good
then-
memory.
yes.
from my seminary days?
And then his successors wrote other encyclicals every 40 years afterwards.
So he started like a
on the
trend.
social, yes, and it's really one of the constitutions of Catholic
Mhm.
social ministry and
And
Catholic
probably I
social
would say
doctrine.
a pope needed for our times with all the social challenges the world
Yes,
has
yes.
today.
Yes,
69 years old.
Mhm. Well, and Father Paul, as you were just saying, I agree, and maybe Father Bob, you can really stress this point because you work in
The
social work
dicastery
humanitarian.
for promoting
Exactly.
Integral human
So
development.
this is
yes.
an important aspect
Yes,
of the church.
yes.
The Catholic social, the
yes.
Catholic,
Mhm.
Catholic social teaching, I
Yes.
think, is important,
Very.
and it's often called the untold story of the church,
Mhm.
or perhaps the hidden secret of the church, and it has so much, and
Yes.
there's a lot of development.
And was one of the needs discussed by the cardinals during their congregation
Exactly.
this last week too. So.
Exactly.
Oh, there we
Ha,
see the
there's
the
American
American
flag.
flag.
There's a US flag there. People are thrilled about this.
Yeah,
And
and
it's-
there's quite a number of American students. I mean,
Oh, yes.
Dr. O'Donnell was here, and he was going to be in the square with his American students.
Them indeed.
Behind is the Basilica of St. Augustine, where we have
yeah.
also the tomb of St. Monica.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
So it must be a
Beautiful
great day for
church,
all
yeah.
the Augustinians there.
Yes.
Yeah, very special day.
Yes.
Indeed, he looking at his biography in going back to more recent history, 1999, he was elected the provincial prior of the Mother of Good Counsel province in Chicago of the Augustinians. And after 2.5 years, the ordinary general chapter elected him prior general of the order of the OSAs. Ministry again entrusted to him in 2007 at their ordinary general chapter. And reading here in October 2013, he was a teacher of the professed and provincial. He served in the diocese of Chiclayo in Peru, where he served many years, and he was made a bishop there, and served there for many years. Second vice president of the Peruvian Episcopal Conference. Here we're seeing these beautiful shots of the Vati drone there,
yes.
of at the same level almost of those balconies, and all the cardinals kind of crowded in those balconies.
And they look like they have the same anticipation that we do.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Any moment now, Pope Leo XIV will be
Pope
appearing.
Leo the 14th.
Amazing. The person he took the name from before, Leo the 13th. Pope Leo the 13th had the third longest papacy, well, verified papacy that we know of, behind Peter, the apostle, and then John Paul II. So one from way back in church history and one from our very recent history.
Long live the Pope.
Exactly. No, and even on the screens now you can see a lot of people climbing up on the what are they? The lampposts in St. Peter's Square.
Anything to get a better view.
Yes, just trying to get a good view of the new Pope.
And there we have the cardinals.
The ones that helped make this decision.
Yes.
Which, since we had 133 cardinal electors, then we had to have a majority of 89 cardinal electors to vote for cardinal.
I found intriguing the fact that the voting takes place in the Sistine Chapel, where you have the last judgment.
Right.
So whatever you do, whatever you decide, that's between you, because they're very fitting, very telling. Eh?
Well, and before you came in, Father Paul, Dr. Lislev was talking about the Pauline Chapel, and that's where the new Pope now, Pope Leo the 14th, when he will walk down this hallway in the chapel, and at the end of the chapel is an image of Peter crucified upside down, but the artist turned his head so that when the new Pope is walking down the hallway, Peter's eyes are following.
Here we are.
There we are.
Pope Leo XIV is now
Pope
appearing.
Leo the 14th.
Welcome. The greeting, the waving,
Big
the
smiles.
smiles.
How amazing.
How amazing.
And Dr. Lislev was also talking about the symbolism of the red that he's wearing. You know, it is a sacrificial role, and that is the symbol of the cloth that he's wearing right now.
And we see this beautiful close-up view from the side there, at the same level as the loggia. Pope Leo XIV.
Pope Leo the 14th.
Amazing. Smiling.
I think going through his mind, you know, the weight of
Yeah.
this responsibility.
Oh, yeah. You can see it on his face.
You can
Oh,
see it on his
absolutely.
face.
Amazing.
After this, you're never the same person.
No.
And we're hearing the bands below, the mutual salute of the anthems, the hymns, Vatican hymn and the Italian national anthem. as we do traditionally at the Eastern and Christmas, as we've mentioned.
And after this, now Pope Leo XIV, he will give a greeting and impart his first apostolic blessing, the Urbi et Orbi, to the city and to the whole world.
So that blessing extends to everyone who is watching, everyone who is listening, your family, wherever you are. This blessing.
Let's feel and see the emotion on his face.
Yeah.
And the crowds there gathered in St. Peter's Square. Still arriving, we're being told, from the avenues surrounding the Vatican there, the streets and the...
So just getting messages here. Congratulations. God bless the Pope.
And we're all silent now, awaiting his first words.
La patria. Fratelli, sorelle carissimi, questo è il primo saluto del Cristo risorto, il buon pastore che ha dato la vita per il gregge di
መንገዲ እግዚአብሔር